Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Parra and today I'm gonna be playing my Seablock game. In the previous episode we built these two blocks, started producing crushed complete mixture, and basically realized that we have a problem. We don't have lubricant. Right, let's rename these stations. I think we want to call them refining, right? Yep, I think this is the name we wanted to go with. So I'm gonna be calling the stations refining from now on. This one is also refining. This one. Just to make them consistent, you know. Refining. And I guess this one. So now the question, what should be our focus today? Interesting question. Right, if we look at this copy, does it fit this spot? It fits. Well, almost. It almost fits. There is something different happening here. It's okay. It is okay, I think. So my main worry is if I copy this spot, pretty much as this. If I copy it as this and paste it here, will we start requesting things that we don't care about? I think we can turn it off real quick and should be fine, right? Same thing here. If I copy this spot, paste it, will I be able to turn off things real quick? Okay, turn it off. Oh, but here we had two. Okay, good. So this part is turned off. We can even remove things from here, all requests, and maybe we could copy it here so that there are no requests coming from that side either. So if we are focusing on ferrous refining process, like the second one, what are the things that we need? We need sapphirite, gibbelite, and rubite. Let's do this. So if we are making this thing about ferrous crystals, then this is gonna be sapphirite, right? Yep, this is sapphirite. We are copying it, pasting. This is station for that. Good. This one is gonna be rubite, I think, right? So it's refining ferrous crystal. Instead of ammonium, we have a crushed rubite, just like that. Now we can copy it, paste it. Let's see. Right, maybe I should just move over there. Now, the question here. The question is, how much stuff do we need for ferrous process? Do we have it up here? We do not. Let me open my planning spreadsheet. I guess it's sorting part. So this is copper stuff. If I want to add the same thing, and this is like half of our copper demand. I want the same thing like half of our ferrous ore demand. Let's add a production line, and it will be something about certain ferrous things. We want in the end to have 29 chrome produced per second. That means that 29, right? So we can limit it to 15 for now. Then we could have sorting of this process to get some cobalt. How much cobalt we're trying to get? We're trying to get 50 cobalt here. Well, can I just... I wonder, are these numbers correct? Okay, we want to have in the end 79 cobalt, so 79 divided... Wait, oh... Ah, I see. Right, we want to add recipe here for the cobalt. Here is recipe for the cobalt, and we'll tell it here that we're interested in 25 cobalt, something like that. And the next one that we'll do, we are not gonna be using this process. No, this one for nickel. We will not be using this process because it gives us less proportions of manganese ores compared to iron, and due to my calculations, if we use this process, then we will not have enough manganese, which will be a pretty sad situation. So what we want instead of this, we want to have this process, and we want to produce 300 manganese per second, but since we are thinking like and calculating everything with like half the amounts, it's actually half of it, right? This part I can have Justin, did I have prod modules in here? Oh, I didn't have prod modules. Wow, that's not good. That is not good, because I expected these calculations to be somewhat correct, and now it looks like we need only 2 belts of this input in total, instead of whatever we built here. We have like 6 belts as the input. Wow, that's interesting, but it's fine. Let's leave our cupric crystals be for now, and we want maximum number of prod modules here, because this reduces the needs, the requirements for the for like everything else. Now this part, we would like to get ferrous crystals, like a block about ferrous crystals, and we cannot put modules here. I assume we cannot have them anywhere here. Let's see, we want this process. No, we already have this process. We want this process to filter the stuff, and probably this one. Let's compare it. Well, okay, we need cupric chloride solution. Let's do this. Let's add, and here we want ferric chloride solution. That is very straightforward to get. Basically, here it is. The cupric. Right, we said that we'll be taking this from the trains that are delivering us hydrogen chloride. Then we have sorting, then we have the two rows, and here, is it the same? Yep. Filtering, it looks to me the same. And in terms of the materials, it's like that. Here it looks, well, right. I see what I forgot. I forgot to clear the filters. Let's do this. We would like to have this process, I believe. Yep, good. And the numbers are pretty close to each other. Here, if you look, like 16 for a byte, looks pretty good. Now, what should we do next? I think we should have this, what's the name, Coupling dust equivalent for the ferrous line. Let's do this. So this is ferrous dust, and we would like to do something like this. Right? I hope we are using the process with steam. Right, and we're saying we'll be using electric boilers. What? No, we are not going to be doing that. We are not going to be using electric boilers for that. We will be using, where is the process? Basically this thing that will be given to us by heat exchanger, because we already have heat exchangers. So we need only 7, but that's good. And for this process, chances are we need 7 as well. We need 6. That's good, because we have them here. Here are our heat exchangers, so we can just take the steam from there. I think we don't have to worry about anything. Now, let's see. What are we missing here? We are missing this thing, crushed ferrous mixture. So let's try and produce it, and that's basically it. What? I can't believe it's turning out to be so simple. We needed, well, we kinda needed 2 input belts here, and we got 6 belts as an output. And here we need 1 belt as input, and we're getting 3 belts as output. That is interesting. I honestly would have expected to produce a little bit more manganese and iron, to be honest. Interesting. Right, let's proceed. I think we should do something. At this refining, it is all about ferrous crystals and gillette, right? I think that's what it's about. Now the question is, if we are going with this process, and we have, how many beacons do we have surrounding it? And we have 24 beacons. Let's see, we have speed models, I would say 24 beacons. We need 0.62, that's not a lot. But what if we went for a little bit more manganese? Because I feel like we can go for like 200. If I wanted to overproduce manganese a little bit, then this part, okay, it's still looking fine. 115. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's say we are going for 225. That's 3 belts. Why do we have 0.1? So in the end we have only 4 belts of manganese and some amount of belts for iron. We need 1 ore crusher. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it because we have way more than that. We have 1 here, 1 here. We have significantly more. I feel like we can cover all our manganese and majority of iron ore needs just from this bottom line. I don't feel like we actually need to copy it, but let's assume we will. Let's assume that we will copy it because that's kind of what we decided on. Now let's see. We are producing 323 of this. Oh, I see the problem. No. Let's go down. The problem is that I completely forgot this process, so we need some extra to be used in the milling drums. And how much? I'm really surprised we need only 98, because here the milling drums, they were going through like a lot of them, like 400, and we needed lots of those things. And here we can get away with, let's see, we're going for 27. So if we have the same build with 27 of speed modules, then we need only 1. We need 1 powderizer between these 2 sides. And the output here, let's see, and the output here is actually 6 belts, so it's 3 plus 3 belts. And here the output was also 6 belts. 3 plus 3 belts. Why did I have 6 outputs here? And here 6 outputs. I'm not sure what I was thinking about when I was building this block over here. I'm not fully sure what I was thinking about, to be honest. But it's okay, we'll still go with this design. It's fine, it's a little bit overbuilt. We didn't actually have to make it look like that. And on this side, what can we do? Let's think. We don't need this one, right? We don't need this. I think let's remove this part. Let's remove completely this whole part of the build. And right, this is our ferrous block. And if you go to ferrous block and look at this, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 inputs, because we'll divide it by 2, right? And we have 3 outputs. And okay, 3 outputs, that is okay. We are sending whatever we can over here. Okay, that means that this one is not needed, because we are sending 2 belts right there. And another thing that is interesting to us, so we have 3 in 1/2. Here, in 1/2 we want to get 2 pointers, so we want to get basically 3 belts of stuff and connect it to, I don't know, a certain machine with 30 beacons around or something like that. Yep, 30 beacons will be enough. We'll have exactly 1 machine. Let's do this. I think we can actually place it even right here. Would it be a good idea to sort things here? And then the output would be 2 belts of iron and 2 belts of manganese, I think. Right? Or not? Right, let's try. Let's try and understand whether it's gonna work for us or not. I have this part copied already. Let's remove the belts. Doesn't seem like we'll need them. We might need output belts, to be honest. So we could copy this thing, flip it vertically maybe, and we cannot really place it here. Well, we kinda can. We actually can. What are you doing? Right, this part. Could move it here. We could say that this is the input. Right, 3 belts of not of this process, of the other process of ferrous thingy. We'll be sending it there and we'll be crushing things, and we'll get 2 belts of iron and 2 belts of manganese. I don't yet know where we'd want to export manganese. Probably right here would be a good spot to export. For that we need this kind of export station. Right, so if I copy this block and drag it, let's say, to here, can I use this station for exporting things? I think so. Alright, and we have iron there, so iron will go on this line. We can do that. Let's do this. So this will be our iron. Oh, that is not great. Maybe we need to move all of that a little bit higher. Right, and this part is all about crushing ferrous mixture. Just like that. Good. Well, something is happening there for sure. Something is definitely happening. Now the question is, I can move all of this to the left by 3. Should I do that or not? So I could grab this part and move it basically here. Would this be a good idea? I feel like it might be. I feel like it might. Oh, wait. Something is wrong. I have to grab this, bring it down. Yep, like this. That might be a good idea, because this way we have space here, like to get the belts and do something with them. Right. How should we proceed here? I think first thing would be to move the substation over there. Like this, actually. Could even keep it in this corner. Yep, this is for the best. And what about this two? Why do I have this two? I am I'm not really sure. Oh, this is the extra one. We don't need that one. Right? No, not right. Let's set it here. This one, call it an extra. And we'll have to have something like this. Good. Now, the part below this whole part, honestly, I feel like we'll have to redo all of it. Right? This one is completely not needed. This stuff not needed. This one not needed. If I copy this block, flip it vertically, can I just place it there or not? Yes, I can. So let's do this. We did it, and now it is time to get a power connection. Yeah, right? Well, not only power connection, we want to get the items, we want to get the materials. We are going for 200 of this, right? What exactly do we need? We need sapphirite, Jivelite, and rubite. We will go for 200 of Jivelite. We are quite short on Jivelite right now. So we have this minor issue. And we want to get rubite. 200 of it. Just like that. Oh. This name. It's wrong. It's not about Barbonium. It's about rubite. I hope I can do it in time. It's not about Barbonium. It is about rubite. Did we manage to do it? I think so. Seems to be the case. Now, another thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to tell that these are actually all not cobalt. These are about iron ore. And these two are about manganese ore. Where's manganese? Where's manganese? So I would like it to work like this. Yep. And obviously we are sorting here this thing. Right, we need quite a bit of modules, that is okay. Paste it here. Here we'll have to get this 1,000,000 drums figured out. Let me do about them. Let's think. So here we had to have 2, and this whole setup is actually wrong. It's not gonna work the way we wanted it to. So we'll actually have to, let's say, redo this part, and I think I even know how exactly I'll make it work. Yep, it's gonna be working just like this, except from this side. And this one is gonna be going down. And we could make it completely symmetrical. Do it like this. Right. Something like that. We might need to add some beacons around. But then I will not be able to use the same setup here. What would it take me to make this setup usable with... I would have to switch the direction of the belts, I think. So if I make this belt being the input, right, let's do this. If I make the belt from here being the input, well, we could probably remove this one, and this one being the output, and we'll have to add some, we will have to have wait, how can I want inserters to take stuff from here and drop them there. What's the best way to do it? The best way to do that would be inserter here. Take things from here and drop them here. And to take things from here and drop them here, the best way is inserter positioned here. Now if I want to move them between these two sides, the best thing would be inserter here and between these two columns here. So this is the insert configuration that I'm interested in. And this is input, right? It's input. That means that it's coming from... Oh, right, this is output. We'll have to change, like, we'll have to fix all of this, you know, minor details. They'll have to be adjusted a bit. Right. See, this is input. No, this is output. And this one is input. So we want to get a belt and send it over there. This is the way. Right, and this part. Make sure that it continues working. Oh, look at that. Turn aligned, kind of nicely. I like this. It's looking good. Where are the trains? I turned this on. I turned this thing on. And I turned this on. Oh, we actually got request. We just need to change the filter. So this is Sephirite, not Stereotype. And this is supposed to be Jivalite. Right? So let's do this. This is Jivalite. We don't have a lot of Jivalite. Maybe we don't have a lot of other things. No, this is Rubite. Okay, that's good. We actually... wait, what? I'm not sure what happened with the game. Or with the video card or something. Something strange happened. So we have everything except Jivalite now, and then it will be crushed here. Well, not crushed, sorted. It's gonna be sorted. Let's see what are we actually doing here. We could maybe drag the things here, like this distance, but I'm not convinced that it's gonna work fine. Let's check, because we need to let these belts cross to the other side right here. How? Right, if I move them a little bit higher, I mean, we might be able to pull it off. Yes, we can pull it off. That's good. So this is gonna be the way we are crossing things. Well, I guess it's okay. This thing, this one is not needed. We need to move it up by 3. So we need to cut it and then place it basically here at the connection and drag all of that over there. Okay. Now the main problem at this point, I'll just bring for belts there. The main issue, in my opinion, well, is the fact that this is not actually iron. It's not supposed to go here. It's supposed to go over here, right? So we want these ones to not go there, but to go down here. Can we do this? I think so. I think we can do this. So basically one input belt and another input belt, and this is going to be our manganese station, right? So let's no. This is all wrong. This station is supposed to be a high throughput one. This one can have a worse throughput. So what I actually want, I want to have this provider placed there. Right, let's change this. Let's say I am removing. What exactly am I removing? Let's say I'm removing everything from here down to there. And I'm removing this line. Now, what I want to get high throughput output, which is, for example, this is low throughput one. This is high throughput one. I want to get high throughput output. This one. Let's get it like this. And to grab it. And I want to paste it right here. No. Not right here. We are doing it right here. I want to paste it right here. It should fit. Yes, it fits. And this is high throughput one. So, and we didn't do anything below. We can figure that part out later. So, this will be given us items with very, very high throughput. What kind of items do we have in land? We have a bunch of iron, we have a bunch of manganese, and we have a little bit of everything else. So, with that in mind, it might actually make sense to deliver manganese here to the other high throughput output station, and to keep this one and another one for like low throughput items, meaning like nickel, cobalt, chrome. So do we care about nickel? We don't care about nickel. Nickel is just a byproduct. So we could mix nickel with cobalt, for example. Would be a good idea. Should we? I mean, maybe it's better to mix nickel with chrome and to have cobalt on one side and nickel and chrome on another. But then we would have to have some kind of limits. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. Let's look at iron. We need 371. which is don't see. It's basically 5 belts. If you split it between these two, it means that we need to have 3 belts per each. So we do have lots of room for that. That is good. Okay, let's something about this. Let's do this part, copy it here. So I don't think we want this one to be manganese. I'm pretty sure we do not. We don't want this one to be manganese. Right, we can figure that part out later. This is provider. This one is provider. Stand on. I would like to change the. I want to change the names here now. Probably. This is gonna be refining of this stuff output with for like iron ore too. It's output for iron ore. We can copy it here. We can call this one output 1. Okay, good. Then this part can be called refining of ferrous crystals. Output for, well, we'll figure this out. Let's take another look. So we have a lot of iron here. So we could export cobalt from this side. And on another side we'll have manganese, nickel and chrome. I think that's the plan. Right, so this one is gonna be cobalt ore. Let's do this. Cobalt ore will go here. Now we will copy this whole block. Well, I guess majority of it. Right? Well, doesn't particularly matter how accurate we are here. Right, and we are copying it. Why we are not getting start delivered here? That's the question that I don't understand. Oh, we don't have Jewelite. Okay, that I can get that. Don't have Jewelite. I probably would like to have a copy of this flipped, placed there. Nice. Now we could also adjust this in status a bit. We don't really need it, but while we are waiting for Jewelite, we can do that, right? We want to take things from here and drop them there. Is correct? No, I want to drop them there. Like this. Good. And this one, we want it to take things from there and drop them there. Right, looking good. This is looking good. This part. We want to be taking things from there, dropping them there. I feel. And this one, taking things there and dropping them there. Now, here, we're placing things on that side of the belt, and here, we want to be placing things actually on that side of the belt. It might be non-ideal, but it's okay. Should be okay. Nice. Are we gonna get Java Lite anytime soon or not? That's the question. Are we gonna get Java Lite? Because without Java Lite, well, we do have a lot of cached Java Lite. Okay. What is wrong? Something is wrong. Something got to be wrong here. Java Lite turned on. We want 200 stacks of it. Yes. Just deliver. Chain, come to us and deliver Java Lite. Have a bunch of Java Lite here. I'm confused. Why we are not getting Java Lite? What is the problem? Because our dashboard tells us that we have a lot of cached Java Lite right here. Okay, let's see. Java Lite. We have a lot of it. So stations with Java Lite. We have a bunch of them. So just send a train and deliver it to us. Do we have trains? What does yellow thing mean? Have like huge traffic jams anywhere? I don't think so. So what is the reason? Okay, let's turn it off. And then we are turning it on again. Maybe we don't have oh, maybe we do have a train on the way. And it's just stuck somewhere because of the lack of electricity. No, this doesn't seem to be the case. So what is the issue? Oh, wait, not for this one. For this one. What is the issue with the station? We want to have Java Lite, crashed Java Lite, and we are not getting it. Alerts. Oh, whatever. I shouldn't have clicked on the stations tab. Inventory. We have a request for a lot of Java Lite chunks, but we have a lot of crashed Java Lite. I am very, very confused by what's going on. And there should be a way to deliver things here. Find Java Lite. I'm getting 0. Oh, enable requester. Seriously? This was it? How did this happen? How did this happen that we didn't have this enable requester bit flipped on? Very strange. Right, so what are we doing here? We have manganese coming from this side. We want this manganese to be sent down. How are we doing it? For example, here. Right, we are just rerouting everything pretty much how we want. So if I were to have this line going down there, do we need anything from this side? I'm not sure. This is iron. This is iron. Right. Let's proceed. Let's just do something. Let's just do something, and it's probably gonna be enough for what we want. This is manganese. We oh, we don't have power here. That's bad. That's bad that we don't have power, but we can hopefully fix it. This is refining output of manganese. Yep. This is another refining output of manganese. I definitely want to build a reactor here, and probably there as well. And I probably want to do something like this. Oh. We got this one. Well, not fully. Like we can keep this connection between them. This one is it running? It's running. We can delete this part and this part. This thing, is it running? It's running. We can delete this block as well. No point in just wasting our power, our plutonium, or whatever we are using for the power. For that, click on that. Right, and here I feel like what we would like. I feel like we just want. Let's have this one. I feel like we just want to add a couple of connection here, and on this side we'll also get one. It's gonna be fine. So we're getting manganese delivered here. How much manganese do we have in total? We have 300 manganese. That means it's 4 belts. So, but the thing is, these two in total provide more than 2 belts. So we'll have basically this main 2 belts coming from above. We'll have other 2 belts coming from below. For the iron, we have this part delivered from above, and half of it is 2 belts, is 110, and we'll need 160. Divided by 2, it's another 2 belts. So we'll have basically 4 belts from above for iron and 4 belts from below. That is good. It means that I can actually connect things like that, I think. Right, this is manganese. I also have some extra iron that will be delivered right there. I can prepare for that, I think. Right, you can have extra iron. Coming from that side. Here we'll have a bit of, right, so we'll have a bit of iron, a bit of manganese. Again. Iron will go pretty much straight there. Well, maybe we'll allow it to go up to here. So iron will go straight. Manganese will be going down. So we'll have a lot of manganese coming from above. Like this. Good. Let's you know what? I'm not sure I like that setup. I actually do not like the setup. What is going on? Right, something is getting blown up because of this part. It's fine. This part looks fine, and here the connections are really hard to tell. Let's add power plant here. Also paste it. Nice. So the important part is that here we have the connection. What's sad is that we don't have connection on the other side. But if we flip it, paste it here, we'll have power connection on the other side as well. And I feel like we can do this. I feel like we can start sending manganese and iron in there. Well, cut this off just in case. Wait. Oh, that is not enough. No way. Right. How are we placing? I think we want to place it right here. Can I? Can I do that? No, I cannot do that. But I could. One combinator is not enough here. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's add this part here. And okay, we cannot make it work on this side in the same way. It's sad. That is really sad. And we'll have to do the same, like we'll have to make the same change here, right? Basically have to delete this one, have to delete this one. We need to do something like this on that side, and something similar on this side. Oh, right, and of course we need to cut this off, because otherwise we'll lose some substations again. Okay, look at that. We are getting manganese loaded into the silos, and we don't have power connected to them. Unfortunate. And we have iron here. Good. So we got some iron and manganese ore. And I'm not gonna be consuming stuff from this side just yet. Actually, this whole thing is kind of wrong on the other side. Now that I see it. Oh wait, it wasn't even supposed to go like this. It's supposed to go. Let's see. Right, flipping it. placing it like this. So this stuff was supposed to be a little bit below here. This one is supposed to be here. Well, I'm not sure, we could drag it to the other side and load manganese here, but if we are bringing it from this side, then it's much better to have manganese, like to flip them, right? It would be much better to do it like this, I feel. So let's do this. Just bring it here, and then we'll delete stuff on the belts and it will clear them. Because this way we wouldn't need to swap belts here. We can use almost exactly the same setup as we are using on this side. So we'll have iron, manganese, 2 belts of iron, 2 belts of manganese. So something like this. Maybe it's like 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Maybe it will actually be a bit different. Maybe we'll have iron, manganese, instead of iron, manganese, because this will come from 2 different processes, and from this process we'll have slightly, well, we'll have 50 iron per second and 25 manganese. Strictly speaking, we could even use 1 belt for those, but I don't want to. I do not want to be doing that. We can just drag a bunch of belts and leave us even less room for stuff. Right, I would like to connect thing. Oh no. This is bad. Miscalculated by 1. We are gonna fix it. Not a big deal. We will fix this so that we have a connection, so that we have a nice connection. We have exactly the same problem here. Yep. Oh, this like this. Then we'll copy it. Remove this part. Yep. Is everything fine here? Let's start this up. We want this power plant to work. This one is not quite ready. Wait, but this one seems to be ready. We can turn it on, and it will give us a lots and lots of power. Yeah, it doesn't look like much now, but with better modules and beacons, the station here will be better. Right, and all of this thing will just wait for the stuff to be delivered here, and then we'll remove the belts, we'll delete them, and this will clear all of that stuff on them. Right, I am waiting for this substation to be delivered. What's happening? Alright, these are the belts, it's good. Well, we don't quite have power here. Not yet, at the very least. Right, what do we want here? We would like... we didn't give a name for this, right? This is nickel and chrome. So, this station is special. It's not cobalt. It's actually nickel. What is nickel? Nickel ore. And chrome. This chrome. Here is chrome. That's what we have here. That means that in this process, interesting, we can basically grab one belt here, one belt here, in total between the so we'll filter out iron and manganese, obviously, right? We can then grab this stuff, everything else together, so these 3 items, we can place them on one belt, I think, because here it's 50, here it's 45, so it's 95 in total, but divided by 2, since we probably keep it on both sides of this, like on the top side and on the bottom side. 95 divided by 2 should work fine. So we can have one belt dragging all of this from above and one belt dragging them from below. So we can just have like a splitter here or something. Why do we have so many belts leading into this and this? We don't need this many belts, right? Interesting realization that we don't need this many belts. We can get away with way fewer belts here. But if we can get away with fewer belts, why don't we just do something simple like that, right? One belt here should be enough, and one belt on the other side should also be enough. So we don't need this thing. And over here it's kind of the same, because of what we just kind of discussed. We looked, we can have just one belt there, we can have one belt here, and we don't need all of these extra belts. They're just not necessary. Shorten the spot as well. Right. So what's the problem? What's going on here now? We do not have power. We got the power. Got the wrong power. This one as well. Can be removed. I mean, it's not looking very bright. We have like issues, probably. Like, looks like we have issues with the lights, but it's fine. It's working. We got already almost 10,000 of manganese ore. That is good, and we have almost 10,000 of iron ore. That is awesome. That means that in the next episode we could actually focus on this block, in theory, right? There is nothing really special about getting iron and steel ingots. But you could get them, and you know what, might as well get it up to here. And then I feel like we'll really have to focus on lubricant. We will have to focus on lubricant, and I'll probably start building lubricant here. Afterwards. I'm not sure about this part, by the way. It says, like, we marked it as a lubricant, but I'm actually not 100% sure. And this one. Because what I realized is that it's really nice to place lubricant together with scaled up version of this build, I think. The one that produces plastic and rubber. We need lots of rubber, we need lots of plastic. So this thing is way underbuilt. However, what this build gives us is this. It gives us residual gas. And residual gas is nice, because if you look at lubricant production, right, you can get it from fish oil with like lots of waste in the form of fermentation base. We can unbarrel it, or we have to combine base mineral oil with residual gas. We'll need a lot of base mineral oil, and this thing produces like excess of residual gas. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So it would be nice to have plastic and rubber production that is given residual gas to the lubricant build. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, couldn't we build this line dedicated to plastic and rubber? Because we'll need lots of plastic, we'll need lots of rubber, we'll need lots of petrochem. Should we place it behind over there? It kind of almost goes in line with this whole processes that we have. It probably wouldn't be such a bad idea, especially because I think this block, this one we're looking at, it actually required something. Yeah, it like needs this acid, and we are doing something with it. So if you place these things here, that's very interesting. That is very interesting. So I could use this line, this vertical line, for the residual gas. Use it as the input of residual gas. I will think about that, because this sounds kind of interesting, to be honest. This sounds pretty interesting. Right. Our PS are not in the greatest shape. Should we look at something? How much do we have? We don't have a lot. We have like only 11,000. Alright, it's just because the process is super slow. That's okay. Slow process is fine. We could give our robots some work. I don't know. Should I? Like initially, I didn't really want to drag this thing. Well, I didn't want to have this side working, but now that I look at it, I don't really see a reason of why we wouldn't do that. Oh no. Wait, what? This looks wrong. Okay, we are in luck. That is good. But I'll just flip it, paste it somewhere here. Oh, we have trail in the way. Alright, yes, this part is not looking that great. I'll just delete this. Let's see, this is gone. We'll figure something out. But I thought we already had this process figured out. Oh no, we're letting it go like this. Okay, we can, while we're waiting for the robots, I just don't want to stop the episode at this point with our UPS being so low and everything. Let's wait and see. Can we somehow connect this? Wait, what is this? This is not looking good. This is not looking good. No. That. Have a bunch of inputs here. Well, I want to say... This is looking a little bit strange. Oh, look at that. We managed to get the stuff across. That's interesting. Oh. Very, very interesting. So that means that we can actually load manganese, let's say from this side, right? We could load manganese from the opposite direction. We could load manganese from this side. It will just go there, and with the other two lines of manganese, they can just come from basically from here. Pretty much like this. Right? It's looking good. I think so. I think it makes sense at the very least. Right, so we can like do something about that. That's good. It's gonna take forever for the robots to deliver all of that. We'll cut it here just in case. Make sure we're not doing anything super wrong. Now, on this side, I would like to keep mostly symmetrical setup. So we'll have iron being sent up there. We'll have to figure out like the exact connections here. But basically the iron will be sent here, and now we will need to send all 4 belts of iron over there. I thought we already had something similar here. No, not exactly similar stuff, but it's okay. Oh, not okay. I want to move this thing down by 1. Yeah, like this. And then I'd like do something like this. 1, 2, 3, like 4. Good. Okay, the episode is turning out to be pretty long. I'm sorry about that. I started landfilling and I just don't want to stop the episode. But everything interesting is basically has already happened. Right, so it's pretty safe to stop watching. At this point, nothing interesting is gonna happen. I'll just finish it. I need a couple moments. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but yeah, like this. And I'll cut this just in case. So what we have, we basically have a very, very kind of symmetrical approach to loading the stations. They are mostly balanced between left and right. So this is actually about manganese. Should I add a tag with manganese here. Like that. Does it make sense? No, it's not manganese. This one, manganese. And the one here, it will probably have to be tin, right? Because we have a lot of copper. We have also very high amount of tin, so we can have copper and... Why do we have slag as the output? Wait, do we want to return slag? Somewhere. Together with chrome? I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Maybe we should have slag together with cobalt. Okay, we'll figure it out. We could drop slag somewhere. That shouldn't be a huge problem. Yeah, we could drop it with cobalt in theory. And then have like a limit for the cobalt, no limit for the slag because we want it to be consumed all the time. Right. Well, actually, for cobalt, we want to have a limit only if it's coming from the belt, from like this belt. No, yes, from this belt. That's when we want to have a limit. If it's coming from chrome belt, we don't want to have a limit for cobalt. Right. Okay. But, what I was checking that we have copper, we have tin, so we want to have a high throughput station for tin. Then we also have silver. We can combine silver and platinum. Right, similar to how we combined nickel and chrome. We combined chrome with nickel, yes. So we can combine here silver with platinum, and we'll have lots and lots of silver delivered there, but that is okay. Right, why I checked that? I checked it because I wanted to add, not nickel, I wanted to add tin icon over here. So that's kinda how this part is gonna work. Right, we are waiting for the belts to be placed. This is looking great. This is looking awesome. We have, well, have like only 10,000, but it's fine. Basically have some amount of iron ore, some amount of manganese ore, and we should be able to start smelting it and like converting it into ingots, etc, etc, etc. Let's take a break here. The episode is already too long. Sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the series. And yeah, this is episode 266, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!